Thank you for coming back to my YouTube channel. My name's Josh. Today I'm telling you my top 10 favorite horror movies. But I do got 4 honorable mentions. The first one is Friday the 13th Part 2. This one was one of the best, one of my favorite ones because it was the first time you seen Jason. He has a bag over his head. And I like the survivor girl. She wasn't bad. And it was actually a really good movie. I enjoyed it and all that. Well, as my number 1 honorable mention, my second honorable mention is The Ring, the first Ring movie. I haven't seen the other Rings. I only seen Ring 1. And that movie to me was actually really good. It was it was really good. I can't explain how I felt when I first seen the first one. I have never seen the second one or the other one yet, but eventually I will. And I'll do a ranking on that later on in life. My third honorable mention is Annabelle. I got all 3 movies, but the one I'm talking about in this one, I know people hate it. My cousin said it was stupid because she's seen it in theaters, but the one I'm talking about is Annabelle Comes Home. Annabelle Comes Home. I seen Annabelle Creation. I seen Annabelle Comes Home. I've never seen the very first Annabelle movie. Never seen it yet. Eventually I will. But Annabelle Comes Home to me was awesome. I like the devil scene. The devil scene towards the end of the movie. It was really awesome seeing that kind of movie, you know. Annabelle Comes Home was cool when they're trying to put the doll back in the safe spot, and they had a hard time doing it. They had a hard time closing it, which was awesome. I really enjoyed that, and it was really cool. It was a good movie. My cousin said it was stupid, but to me, I actually enjoyed Annabelle Comes Home. So that is my third honorable mention. My fourth honorable mention is Halloween 4. This one was actually one of the first Michael Myers movies I've ever seen. It was really awesome. It was breathtaking, especially the ending. It was really awesome. I enjoyed the movie, and I liked the ending. I like my favorite kill of the whole movie is when Kelly gets the shotgun shoved in her, like, in her chest area. Then my other favorite kills is when Michael somehow appears on that moving truck, and he kills them one by one. Actually, that was supposed to be my last honorable mention, but I gotta mention this movie. As my 5th honorable mention is Insidious Chapter 2. When I first seen this one, this is the first one I seen of the whole series. And my ex-fiance at the time put this on because she had Netflix and it was on Netflix. And she's like, "Oh, you're not scared of nothing," which I don't really get scared of anything. And she goes, "Oh, you never get scared, huh?" I'm like, "No." She puts this on. I sat there and watched, and I was like, "Really? This is supposed to be scary?" And she got scared, and her brother got scared, so I didn't get scared at all. I'm like, these movies, they're alright. This is my 5th honorable mention, and to me, it was just awesome watching this kind of movie. That was actually my first time seeing that kind of movie. I actually never seen a movie like that before until I watched it with Brittany. So thank you, my ex-fiance, gave me into that movie because she showed it to me. So that's my 5th and final honorable mention. Now we're starting my top 10. My number 10 is The Visit. To me, I enjoyed the movie. I loved it. I've never seen anything like it because my cousin Samantha gave it to me. It says here, the Visit. What Jaws did for sharks and Psycho did for the showers, The Visit will do for grandparents. So The Visit is actually an awesome movie. It's like I never seen it until my cousin gave it to me because she was supposed to stop watching horror movies, and she gave it to me, and I sat there and I watched it, and I actually fell in love with it. It was really awesome. So that's my number 10. My favorite part is when they're playing the Yahtzee game of the whole movie, and they were supposed to go outside, pick teams. Me and my brother would be back. We're just shooting something. We'd be right back. Then he seen a girl hanging there. Then that guy goes, or choose teams. It's old versus young. So it was actually, that scene was perfect. I like that scene. But that's my number 10 is The Visit. Now my number 9 on the list here is Leatherface. Leatherface is another good horror movie. I actually liked it. I liked the ending with when that one girl gets killed. All she said was, "It was your mother," and that's when he kills her. It was really good. I kind of liked this Leatherface movie, and I heard that I seen on Wikipedia they're making another one, which I cannot wait to see. But Leatherface to me was awesome. I enjoyed it. It's not the best one in the series, but it's one of my favorites. Sorry about that. That's just the guy on a motorcycle. But Leatherface is my number 9. My number 8 is Saw. I got all 7 films here, but my favorite one is Saw 1. Saw 1 and Saw 4 is my two favorite Saw movies. I watched 4 and 5 last night, which was awesome. But Saw 1 is the first one I seen, and Saw 4 is the first one I seen in theaters. So yeah, I love the Saw movies. I really enjoyed them. They're good horror movies. But that's my number 8. Now comes the good part. Number 7. Number 7 is A Quiet Place. If they hear you, they hunt you. I've not seen the second one yet, but I will. But this one I really enjoyed. My Uncle Jimmy bought me this like 3 years ago on Halloween, because I got this like $4.95 at Dollar General, and it was cheap, so I had to buy it, and I seen it, and I actually enjoyed it. I will get part 2 eventually, and I will watch part 2, but this one was not bad. Like, my Uncle Sam told me that a friend of his seen this one in theaters, and he told me it's not worth the watch. But I watched it, and I actually enjoyed it, so I say it's worth the watch. If you haven't seen it, at least watch it at least one time. That's how good this movie is. At least it's worth one time watch. And that's my number 7. Now my number 6 is The Thing. The original Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. Oh God. This one was, when I first seen this, it was awesome. I enjoyed it. It was really, really good. It's one of my favorite John Carpenter's movies, besides Halloween. But this one, to me, was a good classic horror movie. And it was, yes, I'll admit, it kind of spooked me, but it didn't really scare me, but it was just fun watching it. I enjoyed watching it, but that's my number 6. Number 5. My number 5 is the Pet Sematary, the remake. I don't have the original. The original would probably be on here, but I don't have the original one yet, so I had to put this one on. But to me, this one, when I first seen it, I was like, in my head, I'm like, I first heard about this, I was like, it's going to be stupid, man. Another remake that we don't need. And my cousin Smith goes, it's better than the original, Josh. You need to watch it. And I'm like, okay, fine. I watched it. I'm like, it's alright. It could have been better. But I do enjoy watching this movie. Just saying. I seen all 3 Pet Semetaries. Stay tuned. You will see which ones I like. Like, there's only 3 movies, so it's easy. It's easy ranking. I'll give my reasons why I like it, where I hate it, and stuff. So, stay tuned for that ranking. It'll be soon, probably after I get done doing my Nightmare on Elm Street reviews and stuff, because it's only 3 in the series. I can do that before I do Jason. So, it's what it is, you know. But Pet Sematary is at number 5 on my list. My number 4 is another remake. My Bloody Valentine's 3D. I seen the original. I don't have the original one yet. So I do like this one. I do like, there's a lot of scenes I love in this movie, and I'll watch this. I watch this every year since I bought this on Christmas a couple years ago. I watch this on Valentine's Day. But it's to me, this one's not bad. I enjoy it, and this movie came out in 2009, so to me it was worth my time buying, because I really enjoyed it. My Uncle Jimmy goes, you got the stupid remake, you need to get the original now. And I'm working on that. I'm working on getting the original. Soon I'll get the original. But right now, because he has the original, but I got the remake. But my Bloody Valentine's 3D lands right here at number 4 on my list. My number 3 is Youre Next. Oh, this is gonna be a really interesting story. Okay, back in the day, back in, I think 2013, when this one was released. It says 2013 on here. When this was released, my mom and her boyfriend Bobby rented a movie, and I'm like, what movie we're watching? A movie called Youre Next. So I sat there and I watched it, and I loved it. So that's the funny story about it. And my friend Devin goes, you guys watch it without me? I'm like, yep. They rented it from Redbox, and I sat there and enjoyed it. They got scared, but I didn't. But that's my number 3, is Youre Next. There's a lot of scenes I love. It's a good movie. And my number 2 is The Strangers to Pray at Night. I didn't care for the first one, The Strangers. I didn't really care for it. But the second one, I loved the second one. The second one to me was a much better. And I never noticed that little girl from Merry Christmas, Drake and Josh. She actually plays in this movie. I think she did really good in the movie. But Strangers to Pray at Night was one of my favorite movies, because I seen it with my Uncle Joe. My Uncle Joe goes, have you seen this one yet? I'm like, no. And we watched it, and I thought the killer was dead. And my Uncle Joe goes, no, Josh, remember on every horror movie, they come back for one last scare. I'm like, oh yeah. So that's my number 2 is The Strangers Pray at Night. And now my number 1 is Halloween 2018. Yeah, sorry if you had that one thing. I got my copy used, but Halloween 2018 is my favorite because this is the first Michael Myers I've seen in theaters. And I liked the girl Allison. I thought she was a really good character. And she's gorgeous, she's hot. So Allison, that girl that plays in this, at least she survives. If you guys haven't seen it, sorry if I spoiled it, but she's in the next one, the next 2 movies actually. So, but Halloween 2018 is my favorite because it's the first Michael Myers I've seen. I like when Michael's walking, he grabbed a hammer and he kills this old lady off screen, kill with the hammer and all that. And the movie was actually really good. I didn't care. I didn't really like when they bring back Jamie Lee Curtis. To me, that's ruined it. But that's my number 1. Let me know in the comments down below what's your favorite horror movies and why you like them, or why you hate. Like, if you guys don't like horror movies, tell me why. If you guys like them, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like and subscribe my channel if you guys haven't already. But that's my video. I'm out.